In the name of Allah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Fahad Ali al-Shahri. We're going to review module number 4 for the first secondary stage, second term. Our objective in this lesson, we will recall some information about module 4. The content will be about vocabulary, grammar, speaking, and writing. Grammar. When we want to tell someone what someone else said. For example, we have these three people, Ali, Tom, and Jake. So Ali said, I am feeling sick. And Tom heard him. Now Tom, he wants to report that to Jake. We have two ways. The first one, you can repeat that person's words, which we call direct speech. Reporting of a speech by repeating the actual words of a speaker. Ali said, I am feeling sick. So we just repeat the same words. Number 2, you can use reported speech. This is our grammar here. For example, he said that he was feeling sick. Reported speech. Types of reported speech. We have four types. The first one, statement, which is just a sentence. Sometimes it could be affirmative or negative. You are my friend, for example. The second one, question. For example, are you my friend? Command, for example, give me your book. Or request, for example, can I use your computer, please? Change. As you can see, there are certain changes that be made when using reported speech. Pronouns, tenses, time and place expressions. For example, in this statement, I'm going to the beach tomorrow. When we want to make it or transfer it to reported speech, we have to change the pronoun from I to he, and then said that he was going. So we change the tense here from present progressive to past progressive, and then we have to change the time from tomorrow to next day. Here in pronouns, these are the direct speech, the pronouns of direct speech. And then when we want to use the reported speech, we have to change it to this. For example, I, it becomes he or she, based on the speaker, me, him or her, and etc. For the past tense, am, it becomes was, or is, it becomes was, are becomes were, because we have to change the tense from the present to past. For example here, for the pronoun, we have a lot of work today, Uncle Bob said to Victor. So, as you can see here in the table, we have to change it to they. He told Victor that they had a lot of work to do that day. Time and place. These for the direct speech. And when we want to use the reported speech, we have to change this, like from now to then, today, that day, tonight, that night, and etc. For example, Dad said, I visited the doctor yesterday. So as you can see here in the table, from yesterday, we have to use the previous day or the day before. Dad said he had visited the doctor the previous day. Tenses. For the direct speech, if the statement or the question or other type, present simple, we have to make it past simple. If it's past simple, we have to change it to past perfect. For example here, I met your sister in London. She said that she had met. So from past simple to past perfect, and etc. Report speech. We're gonna talk about them in details. A statement, the first one. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. So this is just a statement, a sentence. Reported, he said that he was going to the beach the next day. Say until. We normally use the verb say until. So what is the difference between these two? Say can be used without object. Or if you want to use the object, you have to put to, then the object. For example, he said to me. So here we use to and then the object. That she knew it. Or you can just cross it out and say, he said that she knew it. Till is always used with the object. So he told me. This is the object. Always we have to use the object with till. He told me, because it's in the past, he told me that she knew it. For the questions. Yes, no questions, we link two parts with if or whether. For example, Harry asked Tom, will George be okay? This is the question, the direct one. To make it in reported speech, Harry asked Tom whether or if. We can use one of these. George would be okay. In reported speech, we don't have to use the question mark. Just a period or follow stop. The two parts are linked with the question word. So if we have like the WH here in this question, where are we? And we have where. In reported speech, we just use where to link between them. Ron asked them where they were. So we just use the same as in the question before. The WH word plus subject plus verb. In command and request. Commands, it's about people telling, when people tell us to do something directly. For example, the doctor, like if the doctor tells someone or say to someone, get plenty of rest. And reported, the doctor told me to get plenty of rest. So till we use it with the command. Request, ask us to do something. For example, my sister, can you help me cook dinner? And reported, my sister asked me to help her cook dinner. So a request we use ask, and commands we use till. We don't use the past forms, and we never use that, as you can see in these sentences. So after to, we don't use the past forms. Vocabulary. Verbs plus prepositions. So some verbs, they come with the specific prepositions like at, about, and etc. The first one, apologize. Like when you say I'm sorry, so apologize to someone for doing something. So with apologize we use to. Smile, like this in the picture. Smile at. So the preposition will be at, it comes with smile. Talk, like these two, they are talking. Talk to or with. So there are two prepositions that we can use it with talk. Laugh, laugh at. As you can see here in the picture, laugh at someone or something. So we use at. Forget, when you don't remember something, like we use about. Forget about someone or something. Invite, like here when someone or a family invite you to their house. Wait, wait for, like in this picture, He's waiting like maybe for the train. Introduce someone to someone else, like this. When you tell the other person about your friend's name, for example. Lie to someone when you say something that is not true. Argue, like if you have debate or something, argue with. So this is the prepositions that we use with these verbs. Conditional sentence, type 2. What is a conditional sentence? A conditional sentence is a sentence that expresses a condition. A condition is something that can only happen if something else occurs. So if something else happens. The structure of type 2. We have two clauses, if and the main clause. If, it consists of if plus subject plus past simple. The main clause would or could plus base verb. The usage of the conditional sentence type 2. We use conditional sentences type 2 for unreal or imaginary situations, which are unlikely to happen in the present or the future. So mostly this situation will not happen in present or future. We just imagine this situation. For example, let's take this funny example. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. So look at the structure of the conditional sentence and match it with the structure here. If I traveled in a spaceship, I would go to Mars. If I went to Mars, I would meet a Martian. If I met a Martian, I wouldn't understand him. If I didn't understand him, I would come back to the earth. So all of these are conditional sentences, type 2. Note, where is often used instead of was in the if clause. So like this, if Sarah is singular, but we often use with the singular, we use where instead of was. If Sarah were older, she could take driving lessons. Number 2, we use if I were you to express an opinion or give an advice. So when you use it, that means you are giving an advice or your opinion. For example, if I were you, I would take it easy. So this is like an advice. Grammar, wishes. We use it to make a wish about a present situation, which we would like to be different. So we don't like this situation and we want the situation to be different. We use wish plus subject plus past simple. Let's look at this example. David takes many exams. As you can see here, the picture, he's still studying for the exams. I wish I didn't have to take any more exams. Wish, then the subject, because he is talking about himself, and then the past simple. I wish I didn't have to take any more exams. Number 2, to express regret about something we cannot do at present. Regret, like when you're sad about something. We use wish plus the subject plus could plus base form. For example, someone asks for money. Help, need money. And you can't do anything about that, so you can say, I wish I could help you. Vocabulary. Celebration and festivals. So what is the meaning of these two words? As you can see here in the pictures, or in these pictures. In general, festivals and celebrations are both events and occasions that are marked by joy, mirth, and happiness. As you can see here, people are happy. Usually both events are done in the presence of the public. So you can see here these occasions in public, like not in private places. Speaking, we will talk about invitation. So student A, we have two students. Imagine that we have two students. We're gonna practice about this invitation. Think of an interesting event, for example, festival, celebration, etc. And invite student B to come along. Also tell him or her some of the interesting things you could do there. So you have to invite student B. Student B, ask a question or ask questions about the event and decide whether you are going to go. If you are going to go, arrange the time and meeting place. If you are not, make an excuse. So tell him about your excuse or about the reason that prevents you from going to this festival or celebration. Before we take the example that we have, look at this phrases and expressions. These we can use it in writing or in speaking to invite, to accept an invitation, to refuse an invitation, and to make arrangements. For example, here, to invite someone, you can say like, I would like to invite you to, and then talk about the place or the ceremony or etc. Accept an invitation. You can say like, I'm really looking forward to it. I would love to come, and etc. So sometimes some of these you can use it in writing. Some can be both writing and speaking. To refuse an invitation. For example, like, it was nice of you to invite me, but, and then you can talk about your reason. Make arrangements. When you accept the invitation, you can suggest the place, the time to meet up, and etc. The first example here, student B accepts. So student A, would you like to come to an amazing festival this weekend with me? Student B, where? To the Cars Festival? A, no, Cars Festival is boring and I hate cars. I'm talking about the LA Food Festival. Student B, Food Festival? What is it about? So asking about the festival. It's about feasts of different traditions in one place, and you can taste them. For example, Thai food, Chinese food, Indian food, etc. Student B, sounds great. How about you pick me up on Friday afternoon? So he accepts here. Student A, okay, I will see you then. The same of this example, but student B refuses to go. So we can start from here because almost it's the same. Student B, it was nice of you to invite me, but I can't go. And then here he will talk about the reason. Because I have test next week. Thank you for the invitation anyway. Student A, okay, no problem, and good luck with your test. Writing. Imagine that you have received an email from a friend. Read your friend's email and the notes you have made, and write a reply using all your notes. So this is an email from your friend, and imagine that you wrote these notes. For example, here, I'm inviting all my friends, so there is an invitation, and then the note is of course I will I will go, or I will come. The second one, he suggested that you come on Saturday, but you can't, so you can say he'll meet on Sunday. The last one, you want to ask about the ticket and how much. Writing task, an email based on prompts. So because we had that notes with the previous email, now we want to break down our ideas, to brainstorm ideas. That means to produce some ideas for our email that we write to reply to the previous email. Opening paragraph. Greet your friend and say why you are writing. So this is the first one. I am very, very happy that you are inviting me to the art festival. I would love to come, as I always wanted to see works of art. This is the opening paragraph. And now we transferred the note to a sentence. Then we have the main part. Because we had these notes, like of course for the invitation, can't meet on Sunday, ticket, how much. So now we want to transfer these notes to full sentences. I'm definitely coming to cheer you on. The second one, I can't make it on Saturday. How about coming on Sunday to meet you and you take part on Monday? So, because our note was can't, then we have to suggest Sunday. The last part for the ticket, how much is the ticket for the festival? Now we have the closing paragraph. State anything you want to emphasize. Ask your friend to write back and say goodbye. This is for the closing paragraph, for the last paragraph. I really hope that you win the first prize. Please write back soon and goodbye. Now, let's see our email. You can see here the red ones. These are our notes, and we transfer it to full sentences. Dear Khalid, I'm very happy and honored that you are inviting me to the art festival. I would love to come, as I always wanted to see works of art. I'm definitely coming to cheer you on and support you, because you are my friend. Unfortunately, I can't make it on Saturday. How about we meet on Sunday and you take part at Monday's competition? Take part, that means to participate. By the way, how much is the ticket for this festival? I really hope that you win and get the first prize. The sky is the limit, Khalid. I believe in you and your skills. Please write back soon and goodbye. At the end, to sum up what we had on module number 4, we had grammar, reported speech, and conditional sentences type 2. For the vocabulary, we had verb plus prepositions and celebration festival. For the writing, we had email, and for the speaking, we had invitation. Thank you for watching me. Keep up the good work and good luck.